Hey there, everybody! Pop on top here, and today is finally the day. Fallout 4 has been updated for next gen. We're here. It's live. The update is live. We've updated all the different DLCs and the base game. The game file has actually gotten smaller. I haven't even loaded this up yet. I did notice though, because I manage game and add-ons. It's 48.6 gigabytes, it's like 50 something before. Hopefully they didn't uninstall all my mods. We're gonna find out if it broke everything for me. Live. We're just gonna click the thing. It's a different splash screen. That didn't exist before. That does not have this loaded up previously. We'll just see if it loads up at all. That would be a thing. If the sound works and everything just physically functions and doesn't crash on startup. 3 cheers for the Wanderers! In honor of Fallout 4's latest update, we've added new weapons, apparel, and workshops to the Commonwealth. So there's new Creation Club content that you automatically get for free as part of the next gen update. There's no new... it's not actually in the Creation Club, but it's new content. It's an add-on, I guess. Technically, it's content in the game. Is my mods installed? Let's look see if my mods are still installed. If they uninstall my mods, my mods are all installed. Oh my goodness! Holy fuck! Holy fuck! 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 That sucks, man. It's so bad. Oh my god. Like this is mods I had installed. So, it broke everything. It broke literally everything. Okay, that's fucking fuck. It broke everything. Of course, that's what's gonna happen, right? Like that's of course, it just broke everything. All my mods, like, see, as you see, if I go to my loader, no content found, no fucking mods installed at all. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing exists. It says free space 02. Let's get some basic stuff here. Like CVE body, right? Like, let's just search this up here. This is not how we find the CVE body generally. It takes a long time. Searching for mods is kind of a bitch in this game. So obviously for me and my particular run of videos here, this is awful. This is bad news. The next gen update is cool. Like, look, we're gonna run at 60 frames per second and all the things, but I have no mods, 0. And obviously this is not even how you find CVE body. Look, it's not here. You search for CVE and you don't even find the CVE mod. It doesn't exist. That's great. That's good. That's good. We gotta type like Caliente. That's how you. I mean, you gotta like trick the thing into finding the mods you want to find. It's really tough. Trust me, I've had a hard life of it. Let's see if we could just download a mod. Because it doesn't look, I mean, I don't know how much free space we have. Normally you have 2 gigabytes. I don't know if they increased that. They didn't mention a lot of things in the patch notes. There's Slim. Where's the regular CVE body? Kirby all-in-one. There you go. There's the mod. First mod I download. It's cute. It's downloading. It's working. At least I'm downloading the mod. Like a baseline functionality thing here. So many mods of mine that, that are missing that I'm going to have to re-download. So, obviously I'm in a bit of a pickle here with this. This is obviously kind of a big pickle. Obviously, I wanted to test out performance. I did this one-handed revolver mod. You haven't even seen this one yet. This video is coming out next week. I recorded some videos ahead of time, so next week's videos I want to mention ahead of time are already recorded, thankfully, because it gives me a chunk of time to re-download fucking everything. Everything. The most popular all time. There's my cheat terminal portable. Need that. Put that on. The operation cannot be completed. That's very good. Broke things. Queued. Is it downloaded now? Okay. The unofficial Fallout patch. These are important. Like, these are just baseline. I need these functionalities and stuff. Maybe this will break now though because it's a new thing. Right? There's certain things I had installed. I maybe never will find again. CVE body, there's at least, right? That's something cool. The armor smith and all the stuff, the realistic sound. These are mods I had installed, right? Like, I'm gonna have to go back through and do all this. We're gonna get to playing the game. With what we got here. There's only a few mods I have installed. I'm trying to just install like literally the most basic of things to have an understanding of how this works. Fucking Bethesda, man. Fucking Bethesda, dog. And then they uninstalled all your mod. Like, they didn't have... Oh, my God. Shit, dog. It's gonna be... a bitch. I'm, like, looking to see if there's anything else here that I really just want to put out right the fuck away immediately. And it's just... Oh, man. I'm just gonna have to go through all my things again and do this. We're just gonna back out. We're gonna reload the thing. That's cool. That's fucking great. But there was a good job. Good job uninstalling all my mods. I didn't have it. We're gonna talk about the PC version a little bit later on in the video. We're gonna compare directly this next gen update to the PC version. Yeah, look at all. Okay, all those mods are missing. Oh fuck! I need one. I need one more. I need one more to be installed. I apologize for this in the video, because obviously I'm not even playing the video game yet, because Bethesda has ruined, has decided that, hey, yo, you know what you're going to do? Sit here and re-download all your mods. This one's important. This is my field of view mod, just in case you don't know. Touch of Life Complete changes my field of view. Hopefully it still works. It might break because, you know, uninstalled and then reinstalled. I'm just going to try to get the game loaded up. Hope it loads up without too much issue. Obviously, I am missing a bunch of files that I previously had, and then obviously that causes a whole bunch of fucking issues. So let's see if we can get the game loaded up. Okay? Fuck, dude. Okay. We're going to figure it out. This looks nicer already, though. This does look different. Like, just as fundamentally. So, like, I haven't looked at the display options yet. We're going to kind of wing it as we go. I don't think I actually get display options. Let's see if it loads at all. Something's making noises. Speak of the devil, there's new content. That's cool. Very cool of you, Bethesda, to add new content to the game. My character is here. They physically function. That counts for something. What is making all those noises? I get infinite clicking. Okay. Obviously, we got lots of content, you know, that Bethesda has added. It is fucking framey as shit, dog. What in the fuck? Do you guys see? Hopefully you see that. Let me see here real quick. Let me mess with this. Let's see. Why is it so fucking... Are you... Is it blowfly randomly? Okay. I don't know why I was getting so fucking framey. Is it like automatically on like some kind of quality or something? Why am I hearing clicking noise in my ear constantly? You guys hear that too, that clicking noise? What is clicking? I like look at my Pip-Boy, now it went away. Now it's back again. Bethesda fucking breaking everything. I was gonna see how the game runs here, so let's go. Is it instead of like a settings and display, like a quality mode or performance mode? Off. So performance mode on. Obviously we want that. Now the frame rate feels much better. I didn't realize I would have those options because they were talking about in the patch notes. Obviously I can jump really well. That's really cool. This character still has full stats. I do have the high field of view still. That is at least working. All my perks are still here at least, right? That didn't fundamentally break. My Kellogg's pistol does look like a jank-ass weapon because I don't have the attachment pack installed right now. I have to re-download that. I have to refine that. A whole different mess of fucking things to deal with here. Yeah, that's just like almost stutter framed, right? You see that? Like fucking Christ, Bethesda. So, like, I knew that I read in the patch notes. I know I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here by how fucked my shit is. Like, this pistol doesn't even have anything. So the quality mode runs at 4K 30 ultra settings, right? That's what it does. And then with 30 frames per second. And then the performance mode is supposed to be the same thing with not ultra settings. And then... you know, dynamic resolution as well. But they did say if you hook up to a 1440p display that it would just run 1440p 60 all the time, no matter what, with ultra settings. Now these settings do look nicer than it was before. I was previously playing on FPS boost, so like that's like Xbox One default settings. Is everything working? Is CBD body working? I mean, that's definitely working. I don't have my third person mod and all that stuff installed, like my camera mods and. My Vault 2 doesn't even have ballistic weave because it can't. Fundamentally, the game is working. The framiness of that was really fucking weird. I can't put ballistic weave on there because I don't have the mod installed anymore to do so. That wall texture looks really nice. None of that really fucking matters when all my shit's broken. Let's here just put some things on this gun so it can actually be a gun. That would be very cool. You know, right? Like, just... Enclave paint. Look, that's new Creation Club content they gave you for free. You can put Enclave stuff on your stuff. Not that your guns aren't all completely broken. Okay, the advanced receiver is working. We just need to put some stuff on this gun to make it a gun. Because, look how many attachments I used that were different attachments, right? Like, from different things. And look at the Enclave paint going there. Look, we got a cool Enclave paint, everybody. What is this pipe revolver pistol? This was like a different gun. Was it? No? Maybe not. I don't remember. Look at all this. Oh, fucking lost all my shit. God damn it, dude. Bethesda. God damn it. I'm just mad. Well, I guess we're going to do a performance check, right? That would be the thing. I mean, it does look nicer. I definitely think that this game looks nicer. Performance mode is obviously the way to go. Like, I don't know why there's a quality mode. I played on a 1080p display, so I assumed it would just not even give me this option. Like, and I played on 120 hertz, so this should be... They were talking about this being 40 FPS, which is kind of an interesting thing. I'm trying to feel out if this feels worse. Give me some spins, right? That's a good way to... feel that. It definitely feels worse in performance. I don't know if it's 30 or 40 or what. It probably should be 40, right? That should be the deal. But the settings definitely don't feel like they've changed. I just think, why would you not? It says it doesn't make a difference when you're on. It does definitely flash the screen. Like, that shit changed. And this is definitely smoother. Like, this performance mode is 60. And I have my frame rate counter and a FreeSync display. Well, technically a G-Sync display, but same difference. It functions the same. It has VR. I can keep track. I've been playing whenever I've been recording my VOD videos recently. That just fucking froze. You see that shit? It just fucking, like, loaded something in and it fucking froze. God damn it, Bethesda. You incompetent motherfuckers. Can't just make them just fucking work. Gotta, like, patch the patch. So the next gen update needs a patch. We're gonna run around here. We're just going to kind of... I mean, obviously we have a lot of new quests. That's cool. At least I get some content to cover, too. Like, all the new quests. I'll make videos about all those. We're not going to cover that here, but if you look in your data tab, we got all these things. These are all new quests that the game has added, which is cool. That's very cool, Bethesda. New quests are cool. Hopefully they work. You know? The gun still fundamentally functions. I mean, that's all sick, right? Like, this is all functioning fine. You know, fine enough anyway. Right? But I saw the game freeze already. Why is it freezing? Like, we're in performance mode, too. I really want to... I'm going to stay in performance mode. I have no desire or intention to play in 30 frames per second mode. That's not next gen to me. I mean, that's why I don't play Starfield on console, because that shit is 30. Now, the game is, like... functioning. Like, this is fine. We're in combat. We're doing the combat things. Right? It's just... and it feels good. Like, for the most part. When it is running well, this feels better than it ever did. My frames are dropping a little bit there in that VATS kill cam. Just in case you didn't know. Because you can't tell. Though you can't see my frame rate counter, but it is there. I am dropping frames occasionally here. Not like a significant chunk. Probably like into the 50s somewhere. Right? And during VATS is, you know, one thing. It definitely that feels weird, doesn't it? You can see that, like, lack of smoothness there. That's kind of nuts. Yeah, mine now, rookie. Yeah, really, really, dog. Really? Really? That's how you feel, huh? Tell me how you really feel, you piece of shit. Super duper fucking good. Fuck that guy. The fact that I have to reinstall all my mods is going to be a bitch. Because it's not... like, as you see there, and when I was in the mod menu earlier, it didn't, like, save my mods. Now, so can I... if I look at the mods menu here, it says free space negative 6,000. Oh my god. Negative, what is that? It says something that says a number in the billions. Do I have unlimited space then? Because if it says the free space is a weird issue, right? Like, it doesn't. Do I have unlimited mod space now? Is that something that they actually finally did? Because I know that's been a highly requested feature in the community. Hey, trader, we're okay. We're okay. Everything is fine. We're just gonna keep running. We're gonna see if there's frame rate issues and stuff like that. I guess I'll probably, you know. At least you can switch between these settings on the fly. I was really worried that you'd have to, like, completely close the game. But you can absolutely switch between these settings on the fly. Now we're in quality mode. Now, because I'm on a 1080p display, I'm probably not even noticing the differences. That, like, you know, it's like, oh, the resolution is slightly higher. And I don't think you're going to notice the difference even on a 4K display or anything like that. Resolution is not, at 4K especially, and such large resolutions, isn't really such a big deal. That's why I play at 1080p anyway. It looks good. It doesn't need to be 4K to be good. I pinky promise you that. Settings matter more, right? Like having ultra shadows and all this stuff. And it's supposed to be ultra settings on this quality mode. This is the best that the PC has to offer. And it does look like it. I've been playing the PC version recently, and I have been playing on ultra settings, right? That has its own issues, obviously. We'll talk about those a little later on in the video when we get to ultra settings. There's the bear, Yagwise. Sick. I mean, the combat is functioning, and like for the most part, even this quality mode, it feels fine. I have 120 FPS display though, so it's probably running at 40, which is, you know, it's not. The thing about 40 frames per second is 40 frames per second is halfway between, you know, 30 and 60. It's not, because you think that 45 is, but 40 is half of the frames. Like, so like it feels, you know, it's the bridge of the gap between 30 and 60 frames per second, and that's still really nice. That is nice in the context of this video game here. Like, for certain people playing at 40, obviously you have to have a 120 hertz display. Not all of you are going to have that. That's definitely not going to be the case. But like, if you do, there is definitely the ability to kind of run this like this. Let's switch to weapons just to say we did. I mean, it's just. I mean, we autosave. That's cool. Thank you, Bethesda, for still autosaving. At least your shit baseline functions. It doesn't. Like, I'm still definitely like. I mean, we got a long vista here. We can look at things. We can go directly here from this mode, this quality mode, anyway, to this performance mode, and see if anything looks different. It doesn't really look different, right? I think the resolution has changed, right? I could definitely think I could tell by the sharpness of things a tiny little bit, but like your draw distances, your settings, the water looks just as nice, the textures look just as good. I don't think it's actually making a dramatic change. Now, it's weird that they specifically mentioned 1440p displays are always going to run at 1440p 60 at ultra settings. Like, they don't get an option to run at 30. But they apparently do. You do get that option. Maybe it's because I have a 120 hertz display. That's it. It just, I mean, that's a stutter. It's a loading stutter, I guess. Like, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't think it's not like intensive stuff is happening in the video game, right? Where that should cause that to happen. It seems like I hit like specific. Like, I've headed too far south here, and I've hit like what is essentially a wall, where the game has to load in all these assets, right? And then I'm like looking at rocks and shit. God damn, Bethesda, look at what you've done to me. I mean, it looks really nice. It does indeed look really nice. Like, better than it did before, for sure, with the FPS boost on. Like, obviously there's a mod. I've done it both ways. So I've done the FPS boost thing previously, where you play it like Xbox One settings. See, those shadows just loaded in. You can see that. Can I get them to? Yeah, so you can see these tree shadows are still loading in. Now, I'm not saying that's not PC Ultra settings, because like PC Ultra is it's a what is Fallout 4, like a 9-year-old game at this point, something like that. Like it's not like it's brand new or something anymore, right? So right, like even Ultra settings for that don't necessarily mean you have infinite draw distance, but this is not. I don't think it's a match for PC's maximum. It's like ultra settings is like the draw distances are not an ultra setting on PC. They're sliders, and you can max them out. I don't think that they're maxed out here. That dropped frames. I don't know if it did. Exterminator's metal left leg. What a garbage ass legendary effect. I mean, it looks fine. It does look fine, and it's running fairly well. And I just put mods on. I increased my field of view. Like, that's something that I do.
500 caps, or you ain't going anywhere.
We can't afford that.
Somebody talking shit.
We're just farmers trying to get home.
Little random event.
Boss. Damn it. What the hell is that?
Hey, I saved you. I've never seen that event where somebody's like telling them they have to get 500 caps. I fucking played Fallout for a long time. 9 fucking years of this fucking game. I played this since the day this shit came out. Anyway, I'm getting like super sidetracked. In case you don't know, my brain likes to ramble. Everybody says I talk too fast, but really the deal is I just like think too quick. Like, that's really my problem. It does feel a little bit like the frames aren't dropping, but sometimes it does feel a little stuttery, right? Like, it's like. And like I said, when the frames are dropping too, it's not really like a frame drop that it feels directly. Like, it feels like it's like I'm hitting a wall. Like, it just like freezes. We're obviously going to head towards downtown Boston. We are pushing our way slowly in there for a reason. It does look nice, though. It does feel fairly smooth. Like I said, when it is running well, this is smooth. Like, this 60 frames per second performance mode is smooth. Like, this is 60, baby. Like, it is. Vast is doing some weird shit, though. That was definitely the deal. And obviously, I bet the more we head into this area. I mean, I did this video back when the Series X came out. It's one of my most popular videos on my channel, where I tested the. There's some raiders here. Hardware town, baby. I mean, that was all fine. So far, I mean, that was. We're testing consistency of performance here. Like, yeah, that like doesn't it? It felt a little stuttery in there. It does feel weird. Now, obviously, this is my character that you're shooting at me already. Is a gunner here? What the fuck is gunner doing? That guy was stim packing and he literally still fucking died. Sucks to suck, dude. And I don't know what this new quest and stuff are. We're gonna cover those in separate videos. Obviously, that's a good part of the next gen update, but that's just like own separate thing. Because I think the last gen consoles get those quests too. Do they? Or is it just a next gen thing? I don't know about the quest. There's Diamond City. That dropped framed. It just like a tiny bit, like a couple days, a couple frames again. We're getting into downtown Boston now. PC on ultra settings, even with my PC that is more powerful than the Xbox Series X, does drop frames in downtown Boston. Yeah, those shadows definitely aren't the max slider quality. Okay, I've seen the PC version with everything turned up, and this, like, you can see that shadow still popping on that wall. Is it not if I go to quality mode? Performance mode is off. I like that the performance mode is on as a top. The shadows are the same. Like, that's exactly, like, those settings are the same. That shadow draw distance is identical, right? You can see that shadow appear on that building there at the same distance. Now, this still feels fairly smooth. This is dropping frames more, though. That just definitely dropped more frames. Just from the fact that these people are activating. Yeah, this is not 60. I'll tell you what. I mean, obviously, it's quality mode. I imagine it's 40, though, because it does feel better than 30. 30 would probably make my ass fucking vomit. Now, I know that's probably me being kind of elitist. I know some of you out there, somebody's gonna leave a comment. We're like, I don't need more than 30 frames per second. My eyeballs just can't fucking see. Now, dog, that's a you problem, man. But like, I'm a super high frame rate turbo nerd like that. I can tell the difference between frame rates and all the things. We're gonna keep heading into downtown. This quality mode actually does seem to drop frames more than the performance mode. Like, yeah, that was a nasty one. Yeah, hello, Super Mutants. Combat is obviously a good test. This bat seemed to do some weird shit. Like, if I crit here, a critical strike on your Super Mutant Brute in the head did fucking jack shit for damage. What are we doing? Shotgun.
Another human come to rescue Rex.
Yeah, I'm not rescuing Rex right now. We're dropping frames. We are stuttering. We are. Yeah, you can see it. I bet. That's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's all over the place here. It's the more. Oh my. You can see it, right? Like, I know you guys can see it. Like, that's not. This is not good. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Like, this is the frame rate here is not like. Just looking at this smoke alpha effect has dropped my frame rate. But this is the reminder that this is in quality mode, and you shouldn't play in quality mode anyway, because frame rate is always more important than resolution or whatever you got to sacrifice for it. Now, I am still dropping frames here in performance mode. The same type of thing is happening. I am dropping frames. The frame rate is dropping less low, so it is generally smoother, especially with a variable refresh rate display. But you can see the inconsistency here. So, like, I can see if I can get some stuff. It is still, we are still framing here. This particular spot. Obviously, I knew I was going to get to downtown and it was going to all fucking fall to pieces. Now, I mean, yeah, that's not great. We got to switch guns because this shotgun isn't doing it at this kind of range. It's still fucking framey, dude. It is not, like, is it the smoke? I was thinking it was the smoke, so maybe if I didn't look at it, it'd be better. And it is better over here. We've locked to 60 now. By staring at this wall and sitting still, we have locked to 60. This is still 60. It's smooth. Everything is good. We're dropped a little bit of frames, and now we're dropping a decent chunk of frames. And that, you can see that. I think you can see that in the animations and the quality. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Did you see that? Jesus fucking Christ. Bethesda, what have we done? What have you done to me? It's not great, mind you. It's fine. Like, you know, my variable refresh rate display is doing its fucking job, and that is holding its smoother. Smoother is the key word. But I can see it. You can see it. There's no way the video is not picking this up. I am talk to the Raider Psycho? Excuse me, game? Fucking plasma weapons. What a great time. Anyway, I'm having... I mean, it's Fallout. It's a fun fucking video game to go around and shoot things in. You can see those shadows cast in, too. That's some crazy shit. Like, for it to be not all the way even ultra settings, right? Like, the shadow casting is not even at maximum. This is not... And I've modded the game before. Like, there's a mod you could download that made it ultra settings and unlock the frame rate 4K 60. And you definitely drop frames. And it dropped frames like this did. So it's pretty much functionally... It feels a lot like the mod does, right? Like, it doesn't... Like I don't really feel like I've gained anything, right? Because I mean, I know PlayStation users are going to be like, oh yeah, I could do this now, because you couldn't do that before. You couldn't mod it to 60, and you didn't have FPS boost either, because Sony doesn't know what they're doing on last gen support, or like, you know, the last gen plus or whatever you want to think of it as. We're going to be smoother out here. We're a little bit further away from like all the buildings. We're not dealing with so many shadows being cast at once, but you know. I really love, see, we're dropping again. We dropped a little bit in there. Like, you can start, the bigger the building we're next to, the more the frame rate's getting a little bit silly. I'm reminding you, though, I modded it already a little bit. I put it at high field of view. This might not 100% apply to you. I'm not gonna, you're not, it's dropping again, right? Is it the plasma weapon effects, right? Like, it's not the gun, because I could shoot the gun locked. This is like I could shoot it in the sky. That's dropping frames though. But I think the frame dropping is from looking at the sky. Like if I look at the ground, obviously this is like your most stable frames per second. This ground texture doesn't. This ground texture here is dropping frames just looking at the ground texture. This is a bad looking texture. And I'm gonna switch again. But this not performance mode. Performance mode off. You could say it's a quality mode, but they don't call it quality mode in the game, do they? They call it performance mode off. That texture still looks like dog shit. Like just putting that energy out there, but not like graphics aren't everything, but at the same time that texture, it's not like the textures look good. Like you could mod the textures. I haven't obviously modded the textures because you saw like the fucking 5 mods I downloaded to get to this stage of the game where I'm installed and everything is going here. This mode is crazy framey though. This is not locked at all to anything. I don't know if this is locked to anything. This is never, I mean, we were like, I guess before, I think it's doing 40, but it's not staying at 40. It's probably in like the 30 to 40 range, and it's sometimes feels like it's even dropping lower than 30 in some of these scenarios here. Like, that's crazy. It's almost practically moving in slow motion sometimes. That's how, like, oh my god. Hey, though, on a positive note, it hasn't crashed yet. Previously, I'm waiting for it to happen, to be fair. Sorry, Brahmin. You gotta die. You're in the way. But yeah, it is fucking frame city, dude. I could count the frames on one hand. That's a joke, obviously. It's not getting single digit in its frame rate. But it is not. It's this mode. This mode is not. It's not cutting it. This quality mode. And it's not quality mode. That's what I was saying earlier. And I mentioned this, and I'm going to say this again here now. This is not quality mode. Not, I wonder how the Xbox Series S is doing. I mean, I'm like, it's not good here. This is not good already as it is. We're clearly dropping frames. Just in vast, just sitting here. It's not performance mode. Like I said, not a quality mode. This is not performance mode. My game is going to run like dog shit because I've decided that frame rate doesn't matter to me. I'd rather have slightly higher resolution. That's gonna drop some frames. Yeah, hell yeah it is. Hell yeah, let's just drop the frames, dog. Let's fucking push it to its limit. Car gonna blow up. Let's go, car. Blow up. That's fucking, that frames is not handling it. You have to have performance mode on, okay? I don't care. I don't care if you think that you can't handle it, you put performance mode on. And it's still dropping frames. But the frame rate is much higher. Like, instead of 30 to 40 or less, right? Less than 30 sometimes even. It's more like 40 to 60. 50 to 60. This is stable. I see we've reached stability here. I'm watching that frame rate counter. It just running around here has dropped it again, but it picked back up. It is probably using dynamic resolution, but it doesn't seem to react as quickly as it needs to, considering the fact that you're getting those massive frame rate stutters I've shown off in this particular video already, of it like. I mean, this feels better though. Just like being functionally in VATS. Yeah, that's right. I have 0% chance to hit. I don't just drop frames just from being in VATS, like I was in the not performance mode. And that's what I'm going to call it from now on. It's not quality mode. It's not performance mode. The not performance mode, bad. Downtown Boston, bad. But it's not crashing. At this point in my video, because I just like threw the raw dog power of the Xbox Series X at the Xbox One X version, essentially, that I could make that game crash still. That game could crash. I made it crash. I did the things that made it crash. Now yeah, you can see some frame rate instability for sure, like it's. I mean, here we go. I wonder if this is gonna just work. That actually stayed stable though. Like that didn't drop a frame. I wonder what's causing it to happen. Right? Like, exactly. I'm not a specialist. Like, obviously, there's the wonderful people at Digital Foundry are gonna make a wonderful video about how exactly what the performance is and all that stuff, and you can watch them, get your exact frame rate numbers and all that stuff. The frame rate numbers matter, and I'm sure and they do. I'm not gonna try to tell you they don't matter. But I can tell you as somebody who's played 9 years of fucking Fallout, covered mods and played through the game multiple times in multiple different playthroughs and all kinds of scenarios. I don't know if I would even say that the game this person loaded it in with no clothing. Bethesda, what have we done? Why have we done this? It's definitely I wouldn't say the performance is better, because you could just use FPS boost and get what I would think would be actually even a more stable frame rate than this, because that locked it down at 1080p resolution with lower settings. Now, you get higher settings, higher resolution. With this is definitely, like I said, definitely looks nicer. I've mentioned that multiple times in the video already, and it does. As the more I walk around Boston here, which is something I've done lots of times, I have... No. It does look nicer. Like, look at these gore bags. Look at that. It looks wonderful. Everything looks good. But, I don't see a huge visual difference between performance and quality mode. But quality mode just feels, once again, I should call it, not performance mode feels like not performance mode. That's why I call it that. Because it is not performant. It doesn't work. It doesn't perform. This is the church where you do, like, the quest for the railroad, right? I think so. I remember some things. And this is where the Automatron DLC starts. The robots are still probably fighting over there. We're kind of coming back out of downtown Boston. If I remember right, we should be like, yeah, coming like almost up out of it, right? Like we're like on the edge of downtown Boston. This is not really downtown, I guess. This is more like the suburbs outside. But yeah, it's definitely dropping frames. Just drop frames there a little bit more too. Oh man, it's Bethesda. You deleted all my mods for my console. Hopefully I get unlimited. Like, that's something to test a little bit. I don't know if I should have shot that person. Skylane's cargo key. Ness's lead. Is this like a... Who the fuck is that? I've never seen that. Is this like one of these quests that I shouldn't have done yet? Or... Misk. What is this? Oh. Yeah, this is one of the things. So we're gonna load a previous save because I want to keep that going here. See, like, look, this is all my modded saves. This is all fuck, dude. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, load that game back up. This whole color variation here looks different too. Like the gradient of this loading screen looks different. And it did drop down all the way, frame rate wise. There you go. I mean, it does look nice, and we're still on performance mode. What I'm gonna test quickly off camera is I'm gonna download a whole fuck ton of mods, just like a shit ton of mods, and I'm gonna see if there's like a cap of space. But right now, like my performance review of this particular update, okay, is that you have to put performance mode on. and then hope that you can hold out. Hopefully you have a variable refresh rate display, because it's just not holding frame rate. You put that quality mode on, and it becomes a stuttering mess. I've shown that off in the video. Right now, obviously on modded, you could talk shit if you want to. Be like, oh, it's only because you have mods on. My game runs perfectly fine without mods. You just sound like an idiot. Like, it doesn't. You watch the Digital Foundry video. There's people, the experts, that literally will tell you, it doesn't actually run that well. No, but I can't notice, and you can't notice, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't run well, okay? It's not necessarily the update that I was hoping for. It didn't crash, though. Like, on a real positive scale of things, we went all the way through, like, a round trip around downtown Boston without a single crash. I haven't crashed in this video at all. Which is, you know, and I even loaded up a save that had a bunch of mods, and then it didn't have those mods on there, and it still loaded up. And it didn't crash. This game just crashes all the fucking time for me. If they could fix the crashes, I could deal with some performance issues as a trade-off. I mean, you know, I wish it was more stable though. I'm gonna download a bunch of mods. I'm gonna fuck with things. I'm gonna try to get some of my mods back, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on in the video. Well, for a second for you, but it'll be like fucking half an hour to an hour for me of fucking downloading this bullshit. All right, everybody, here I am. I've done it. It took a long fucking time. Oh my god. My fucking brain is fucking so fried. Alright, so I ran in a limit. I have 198 gigabytes, 1.98 gigabytes downloaded. It says free space is broken, but like if I try to download another mod, even this 4.2 megabyte mod, it says, oh no, not enough free memory to download this mod. So the 2 gigabyte cap is still real. I had to fucking download a bunch of fucking mods to fucking figure that out. We're going to reload the mod files. We're going to see if the fucking thing crashes, because it's already, you know, it's my fucking day. I got the worst luck stat ever. Literally -1 luck stat. I'm not kidding. This is a real stat that I have in real life. You have to be, I guess, lucky in a way to have a luck stat this bad. The game hasn't crashed. I'm going to load it up. We're going to see what fucking happens. I've downloaded a bunch of shit. Like a whole shit ton of shit. I'm not even fucking kidding. I just had to download enough mods to make mods happen, right? Like just to try to fill up the space to see if the fucking capacity still worked. To get the clicking Pip-Boy noise again, though, that's very good. I downloaded all the Creation Club content too, every fucking thing, because obviously that was all uninstalled, so you're gonna see that all load up here. 5 million quests. Some of these Creation Club content I've covered before, some of it I haven't. We are here. The attachment pack should be alive. My one-handed revolver is good. It broke something though. Something broke. This is, it just is. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is fine. Look, I mean, it's doing okay. My stuff is here at least. My combat scopes, see-through scopes is installed, right? Like, things are loading. Sick, right? See-through scopes is working. That's fundamentally happening. That's something. This is something. Gauss Rifle prototype. Creation Club content installed. Obviously, I got the videos coming up of every different fucking quest for all the different things. The clicking noise, huh? We're gonna do that clicking noise again? It disappeared, but now it reappeared. That's great. Great job, Bethesda. I'm really glad that the clicking noise can exist. Can we like load up all these quests and stuff? I have all these, I have a bunch of new mods to cover. I pinky promise. Like, that's very cool. We're gonna have a lot of fun covering mods. Now, I've covered this Urban Raider mod before. This is the outfit that I was wearing kind of all the time. I guess we'll go with AK Megs. We're just gonna craft things in the background while these things load up. For some reason, I don't know why this is, workbenches drop your frame rate. It just does. It just really does. It just is. It still does. It doesn't change. I don't know why. I am just simply fucking with things now. Just slap some stuff together. Did the quests start loading up, or they don't load up, right? Like when I'm doing in the menu. Is that how that works? I forget exactly how that works. I'm just making my outfit again, because this is the outfit my character usually wears. To be fair, it just is, but the outfit I was going to wear, that I was wearing. I forgot to download the Ballistic Weave mod, then that's gonna suck. I mean, it's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. But I do not have Ballistic Weave craftable on all these things, because it just doesn't exist yet, because I didn't ever do the things. Where'd the rest of my shit go? More stuff loading up. Sick. Very cool. Can I have my outfit back on though, please? Oop. This is a little bit weird. Third person's doing weird stuff. Third person camera config. The holotape added. Okay, that's cool. Where's my apply camera animations false? It's not there. Okay, very cool, very cool, very cool, very chill. We're just chilling. Things are loading up. I mean, it's not crashed though. Like on a scale of things, is doing okay. It's doing okay. I would say okay. That's how I would describe this. Now, where's my camera? The camera. Apply camera animations false. This is what I need. I use third-person camera config fucking stuff. I'm sorry that this video is kind of all over the place too. I really want to get this out today. You're watching this in the day that it is. So yeah, I feel the view should be applied and my third-person stuff should be better. I'm first-person aiming. What? What? Because the combat scope. That's the combat scope. I'm like losing my mind. All right. I mean, the shotgun is clearly broken, but my camera mods have applied. I am doing okay. I'm doing okay. My character have armor on. That's something. Like modded armor. I have my modded armor. My shotgun here is broken, even though I just fixed it. I have to refix it. Attachment pack again. That's fine. Everything is fine. That's not working. Well, it's not working yet anyway. That seems very broken. But it's just because I don't have attachments on there yet, right? Like I gotta re-put things together, maybe? Maybe the attachment pack is completely broken. Could you imagine? Could you imagine, Bethesda, that you've done this to me? or maybe I broke it. Right? Maybe I broke it. Downloading 500 million fucking mods to just... I mean, I have all these paint jobs. That shotgun's clearly broken. I have broken this somehow. And it's partially my fault, I'm sure, because I have downloaded 500 million mods. That shotgun doesn't look like a shotgun. What have we done? What have I done? What have I done? I downloaded a bunch of mods. To be fair, I did do that. Now, I was assuming it wasn't going to be too bad. Turns out, it's kind of bad. It's okay. Like this plasma rifle's working okay. I don't know why that's fucking so jank ass. Why the combat shotgun's doing weird shit. Like, is it particular attachment? It's just like the combat shotgun in general. It just doesn't. Like that barrel's kind of where it should be, but like it's just not something. It broke everything. Bethesda broke everything. That's what they did. This doesn't. This is fine. It's all regular default stuff, right? Super chill. This is working. That's a vanilla weapon doing vanilla weapon things. This 44 worked, right? Let's just pull some other shit out. You know, it hasn't crashed yet. I'm laughing at my own ignorance because like this is clearly you know, super duper busted, but you know, we're working it in there. It's like fun to, I mean, that seems okay, right? That the 10mm pistol seems like it functions. I don't know why my stuff's broken. You know how much time I have to spend fucking fixing stuff? I think, you know, it just breaks. That's working, right? Fundamentally working. Very cool. Like I have some modded stuff. Mods are gonna be broken though, man. They're gonna be. I mean, they already kind of are, right? But like, it's all right. This is all right. The third-person animations are working. Like we're doing some things. Performance just sitting in a base is doing okay. Like it's fucked up. This is fucked up. Okay, but I mean, obviously they have to delete all the mods because they can't just keep the mods on there. That would cause all kinds of broken issues and stuff. I'm sure it just would. But at the same time, this sucks really bad. Really bad for me. You know, it just does. It just does, man. It really do be sucking. It do be doing the big like Justice is a shotgun. The combat shotgun is broken. I think I downloaded a mod that broke the combat shotgun though. That's really just it. Like the combat shotgun is broken though, because this Justice is going to be broken too. Like if I put powerful automatic receiver just to put something on there. These barrels are working, but the attachment pack barrels aren't, or some of them like different ones are. Okay, so maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Like these stocks seem to be working. That's good. This is good. We're yeah, let's put that on there. Look, like we're fundamentally kind of getting somewhere on this shotgun as being a functioning device. Right. That Justice is working. I know I'm not even saying anything sometimes. I'm like literally mind flooded by the amount of shit that I have going on here. This shotgun is working. Attachment pack. Full auto shotgun. Looks nice. It does look nice. The textures here look better than I remember them looking on console. Okay? Like, the visuals are better. The settings are better. I've downloaded a mod to hopefully tweak some settings to make them... See, it's just... Oh, fucking dog. It's fucking like freezing, just fucking walking at fucking 3 feet from my fucking... Oh, my... Sorry about the servers. YouTube's gonna demonetize this video. But just fucking walk it, just walk over here, and it's like, dog, I'm gonna freeze. It's loaded in now. See, it's doing some background loading shit that's doing some really weird ass shit. I don't want to go anywhere that I think is going to be related to the new content, right? Like, because all this, I mean, some of these, you know, fuck. I'm laughing because I'm going crazy. The Ranger Cabin. This should be a perfectly safe location, but this shouldn't be that intensive. It hasn't crashed yet. It hasn't crashed yet. It hasn't crashed yet. It hasn't crashed yet. I mean, right? Like, it hasn't crashed yet. I'm thinking of something positive to say. I was excited about today, you guys. You know that? I fucking woke up this morning early, like, kind of excited, just like, oh shit, dude, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna play the fucking next gen update today. It's gonna be so good. But this is gonna actually fix the fucking performance of fucking Fallout 4 finally. What a great life that'd be fucking be, right? Like, I convinced myself that this was gonna be good. It is. There's good things about it. It hasn't crashed yet. They have fixed, like, the stability. They did say stability, general stability fixes. The game is more stable. It just locked, right? That frame rate just dropped to nothing. It just froze. Hopefully the video's not fucking broken. I swear to God, I might actually lose my mind if it is. Like, I might actually blow my fucking lid. Like, I just... and you would never see the video. You would never know that I blew my fucking lid. You never know that I would talk about it. That ghoul is dead. Fuck you. Fuck you, ghoul. How about them apples? You gonna pop out of this fucking truck on me? No? The ghoul spawns are different, right? I downloaded a bunch of mods. These are new roads. We're gonna cover that in a future video. Fucking, I love shotguns. That's a side note thing. Let's go back downtown. Let's not try to cause any kind of quest issues or whatever, but we obviously saw some of the biggest frame rate drops in this area. So we'll go here. We'll just jump downtown. This loading screen is different. That's different looking. That's so weird to me because it looks different. I don't know what about it is different exactly. Like, the color gradient of the loading screen is different. And it's wigging me out. Like, this just... It's not just a resolution thing. We were dropping frames to load up in here. There's something already. This is one of the locations I love to go to, because it does drop. Yeah, we're dropping frames. We are. Let me spin in a circle for you, and you can really see. You get high enough in this game. It's almost like the game is operating in slow motion. You can see it. I know you can see it. There's no way. This is why I always crash over here. I did this in my original Fallout 4 on Xbox Series X video, like I said, when we were just playing with not a next-gen version of the game. We're playing the game in slow motion, right? Like, it's slow, it's fucking... It's not any better. FPS boost helped and all the things, but this is one of those spots. Digital Foundry should test this spot. I know they test the top of Corvega, and that does get leggy too, but this is it, man. This is, I mean... I don't know if my mods that I've downloaded to improve performance are even working, if the game will allow this stuff to be changed. Hey, that frame rate stabilized when I got in VATS though, because it's like very focused thing. Fucking shotguns and crits, man. Just not, it's not killing nothing. Let's use a different gun. We made some different guns, right? I forget exactly what we did. We had this 10mm pistol, right? That works. The frames, though. The frames are going absolutely insane here. Ugh. Oh, man. It is actually... I mean, I expected this. This is the hardest part of the game. I forgot about this part when I was doing the earlier part of the video. But I remember this place. This is awful. This is... Your game doesn't run. Hey, we're still in performance mode. Let's turn that performance mode off, just for the lulz of it. I'm gonna see if it makes it correct. It's worse. It is worse. It was bad before, but somehow it got worse because we like increased resolution or settings or something that makes it just. I have, and this is with variable refresh rate on, dog. This is syncing my frames. Syncing your frames does not solve this kind of fucking level of it. It's just. You can see stuff loading. Okay, it's stabilizing. It's stabilizing a little bit. Oh, oh man, it's rough, dog. This is fucking rough. Like, it's not. This is the thing about the performance. I want to move this on from this part of the video, okay? But this part of the video, the performance review, this non-performance mode never should be turned on. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what setup yours is. Performance mode has to be on. It has to be on. And then even then, you're gonna get in situations where the frame rate is drop. I mean, I could deal with this. I could feel the drops for sure, but it is like stabilized to the point where I'm like, I feel like I'm in control of the video game. We are getting some slowdown, and it is kind of nasty. Raiders down there shooting at me. Shot that motherfucker in the head, dropping frames. This location is a lot. This is like your worst case scenario. But still, we have this performance anyway. We had FPS boost. Obviously, I guess you get the increased resolution with the bad performance now, too. Like, it's probably a CPU thing. I'm not like a pro expert of knowledge on all the aspects of, you know, how computers work and consoles work and all that stuff. But I understand that this is a CPU limitation. The graphics of Fallout 4 aren't going to matter. Because it's not like it's loading graphics. Look, the sun is doing some weird shit. The shadows are going to load in as we run here. I've lowered the graphical setting. I downloaded a mod that tweaks it for better performance, and we are definitely more like in the 50s here in this performance mode. The non-performance mode is worse too. Like, it just is worse. I mean, maybe the game feels a little bit better. It hasn't crashed, but I never had those things when I had an FPS boost on, like where I'm walking away from the Red Rocket gas station, or in some of the other aspects you've seen in the video, where I'm like loading in new shit, and it just like literally fucking freezes for a second. That's some crazy level of fucking performance. I cannot believe. I mean, obviously you have to have this installed. Like, there's something's going on over there. But yeah, I mean, there's some stability sometimes issues. I mean, like when we're not down, but Boston hasn't crashed though, right? Like, we're gonna speak positive. That's the most positive thing I have to say. Did they get rid of like the green of like? Is it not? Is that the deal? Is like, that's a weird. Like, what did they do to that? It's Christmas. Is it Christmas in my game right now? And I just like. It is fucking Christmas in my game. I didn't set this up at all. It's fucking Christmas in my fucking video game today. That's insane. Like the randomness of that is fucking insane. This is Diamond City. Now, it does look nice, especially even with the Christmas lights. I didn't realize it was going to be Christmas today. I promise you I did not set that up. And this is holding up pretty well. Now, this is always a good test. I already kind of start to feel it. We're going to go up the elevator here, and the performance drops. It just does. It just does. It always has. I wouldn't say it's necessarily worse before, and it looks better. So you get the same performance, not any better performance, which is really what I was hoping for. I mean, you can see comments from me from like 2 fucking years ago, whenever the fuck they announced this update was coming, like where people were leaving a comment, they'd be like, "Are you excited for the next gen update?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I really hope that we could get some rock solid 60 frames per second gameplay. Like, I just really want really solid fucking frames, and we still don't get that here. It's definitely not. Obviously, we're in a place where we see lots of shit, and the game does look nicer than it did with the same performance in like FPS boost type of scenario. But FPS boost didn't have those complete stutters to a fucking halt, dude. It sucks. That sucks, dude. It sucks that it's like this. I mean, you have this installed content section, which is all my Creation Club DLC. That's where you have this new little menu here. And all these new things I'm going to have to cover in videos. That's cool. I like the free content. Hopefully it's good. We'll cover each of the pieces of content. Like the new quests and all the things as their own separate videos. I'll do that. We're going to still check out the PC version of the game because I have some fucking complaints about that shit too. But fuck me, man. Fuck you, Bethesda. Not really. I love you. You make great fucking video games. Bethesda really does make my favorite video games of all time. Fallout series is my favorite video games of all time. But this shit right here. Isn't that the color grading on these loading screens is different. It has nothing to do, it's not a resolution thing. It can't be. Like, it's different. There's something different about this. Now we're back out here outside of the thing, and we're a lock solid 60. This is lock 60. Like, this is not, that frame rate is not moving at all. Which is cool. I mean, it's cool that there's these parts of the game that are run smoothly. Downtown Boston is still a problem. It's still a problem for my PC that, like I said, is more powerful than the Xbox Series X. It's a AMD 6800 XT, which is, you know, not super crazy more powerful, but it is more powerful, and it definitely runs the game at a higher frame rate. And we'll talk about that problem in a little bit, because that is its own problem. I pinky promise.
We had a deal.
Oh look, I didn't even know Wolfgang would be here.
You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling Kemp.
Let's just solve this problem real quick.
You know
Or not.
what that junk has done to my boy?
I missed both shots. You're dead.
What just happened?
What just happened? I like max sneaking. That lady knew I was here. Okay, they're dead. Yeah, but this is lock 60, baby. We're not even gonna go to the top of Corvega. We don't have to. I know it's gonna drop frames. I know it's gonna stutter. I'm really just looking for like those instances like I was talking about where it just freezes, and that shit bothers the fuck out of me. Because like I said, that part never happened before. The performance, I wouldn't say is very much worse than it was before. Like, you know, modded. You could mod it up to unlock the frame rate that way on Xbox. You could use FPS boost, and the performance would drop sometimes there too, and it would be solid here too. This would be 120 or not 120, but 60 FPS, right? You can't use high frame rate. Okay. I mean, we're doing okay. It's fine. I mean, this is. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. I mean, obviously, leave me a comment. Let me know what your experience is if you downloaded the next gen patch, right? If you're trying to avoid that shit like the plague, I could understand that. Now, I'm going to cut away. And the next time you're going to see me, I'm going to be loaded up with the PC version of the game. Vanilla version of the PC game, too. Very specifically. I have not fucked with the PC version. Not downloaded a single mod on that save file. Okay? And then we'll talk about some of the issues I have with that. And I'll see you when you get there. But so far, like, to summarize my thoughts. Deleting all my mods, I think was necessary on their part, obviously, but it also just really does suck really fucking bad for someone like me who covers that kind of content, right? Or anybody who mods the game at all. You're gonna have to struggle a lot to have to deal with the fact that you have to re-download all your mods. Hopefully, you guys made lists. You wrote them all down, because Bethesda's not gonna keep track of them in your library or anything like that. That shit really sucks. The mod limit hasn't been increased. That sucks too. It should be. It should have been. That should be a thing. The performance isn't really better. I wouldn't call it better. I would call it the same at best. At best, you have a quality mode. I mean, you have a quality mode now that just feels awful. I mean, it's not quality mode. Like I said, it's not performance mode, and it feels like the game is not performing in that mode. Even in performance mode, when you have that toggled on like we do now, the game feels good in some parts. Like right now, like when we're not anywhere near downtown Boston, we were doing pretty good on performance. Even that elevator up did drop frames in Diamond City, but it wasn't like a huge amount. For the most part, it's pretty stable, especially if you have a variable refresh rate display, FreeSync and stuff like that, or a VRR, because PlayStation doesn't support FreeSync if you're on that platform. Sucks to suck. You also don't get very cool mods. You just don't. They don't like you over that. Or Sony doesn't like fucking Bethesda. But yeah, it's fine. I don't really understand the benefit that I've gained here. I mean, the new quest is the coolest part. That's very cool. I'm very excited that there's new quests. It's kind of directly built into the game. They're not like Creation Club content you have to download. You just get this. They're new things. New quests for the game. That's fucking sick. Free DLC, essentially. Like, free new things in the game. I know there's some Enclave stuff, so all kind of cool things. We'll cover those in separate videos. But in terms of my performance metrics and stuff, it looks better. The game looks better than it did. I mean, maybe not modded. You could mod it to ultra settings too. Like, it's not like that wasn't a possibility before. You could mod in ultra settings, and that made the game run like shit. To be fair, it did. Like, you couldn't. So it does run better than that, I suppose. But look, the buildings are flickering in the background. It's not like, and there's mod fixes for that. It's just like, and the stability is really good. Hey, the most positive thing I'm going to say in this whole video, and it is the most positive thing, the game has not crashed on me one time. I have dealt with the most amount of issues ever in this game when it comes to dealing with the fact that when I was re-downloading all its mods, the operation could not be completed. It would just like freeze and freeze and freeze, and you have to click download like 5 times. And I imagine that's just the Bethesda.net servers literally getting fucking slammed as people are trying to re-download all their fucking mods again. Re-download a whole bunch of content, re-download the update, whatever. It's just getting slammed. We're smooth 60 here though. This does feel nice, and it looks good. It looks better than it did. I've, like I said, played with the FPS boost because that was the most stable way to get frame rate. This looks better than FPS boost. It's definitely higher resolution, higher settings. But one more round of combat here. But it's not perfect by any means. I wasn't necessarily expecting perfect either, but I think I expected better than this. Is definitely like part of my deal. I expected better than this, Bethesda. But I mean, you know, you're gonna have to download it anyway. You're gonna connect to the internet sometime, right? I mean, I guess you could sit in perpetuity. Is that the word? Is that how you say that? You could sit forever offline and then just never download the update. But it's an update. You got to download it, right? And this is what you're dealing with. You got to leave performance mode on. That's my recommendation. Like I said, get to the PC version. I'm going to rant about that for a little bit. But I do appreciate you guys sticking around at this point in the video if you've already got this far, because, you know, I've been very rambling and ranting, but just because it's just like I've been dealing with this shit. This has been my whole day. This is going to be spending my whole fucking morning making this fucking video. And I'm going to try to get it out for you guys today. So I'll see you guys in a little bit with the PC version of the game. I was gonna load the PC version of the game up, but I got one more thing. Thanks, Bethesda. You're so fucking good, dude. I quick saved the game just to quit the game, just to be done with it. Quick save. It fucking freezes. It's frozen. I'm moving the stick. I'm doing things. It's frozen. And now it comes back. Saving the game causes the game to freeze. Like, that's fucking Jesus Christ. Anyway, just keep that in mind, I guess. It's just things we deal with. Just follow things. I'm not frustrated, I promise. Anyway, see you in the PC version in a little bit. We'll talk about that shit too. Alright, everybody. Hopefully you're seeing my desktop here. Like, so this is my recording program. Look at this crazy. Anyway, I'm just showing here the PC version. Everything maxed out. 1080p, but still everything on Ultra. Everything maxed out. View distance is maxed out. All those things. Right? We're going to play the game on PC. Now, Fallout 4 has always had the issue on PC of being unstable. Like, the physics get fucking weird higher than 60 frames per second. Now, I've done this playthrough for a little while. My character's level 18, not super high level, not doing anything crazy by any means, right? Now, what's happening is I'm gonna load up here this this frame rate thingamajig, right? This is the built-in Windows Game One, right? Just something that I use to check to see how my games are performing, right? As you can see there, up in the upper corner, we're getting about 120-ish. Smooth out. It dropped down to 60, 53 for no reason. That's cool. That's cool, Bethesda. Thanks for that. Thanks, Dogmeat. Hello. Please stop whining. This is no mods installed at all. This is just... And this is with the frame rate. And I want to show something here, because I was really hopeful with this update, because the physics get weird. As you see there, you can see hopefully on your screen that the frame rate is running at 120. Hopefully that's captured. I don't know for sure if that's the deal, but if it is, you can see this is how high I jump. You can use this as like kind of a metric, this line here between this like concretey surface and like this is how high I'm jumping. And because the game is running at 120 frames per second, right? This is how high I'm jumping. The physics are bad. You can't jump. You can hear me clicking the jump key because it's a spacebar. I play on mouse and keyboard because I'm trying to get better at the different inputs than just being the ultimate gamer. This is how high I jump. But I could show this here. So I can go in here, and I'm recording my desktop for a reason so you can see all these things that I'm messing with here. So if I go into my display settings, I have a 360 hertz monitor, right? You can see that here. Hopefully you can see that. Right? I have a 360 hertz monitor. It's running at 360 hertz. So what the game has done, Fallout 4 decides to... I believe running like triple buffer VSync, so it's going to run at a third of your maximum frame rate, and then my monitor thinks it's getting 360 frames per second, but it's really 120. But what I could do here is I could lower this down to like 240, for example, and it's going to kind of reload the thing. Hopefully that didn't crash the whole fucking video. Let's see. It looks like it's okay. Hopefully you guys can see that frame rate thing, but you can see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so now the game, if the FPS analyst shows up, it's still doing that. Yeah, there it is. It loaded up. Hopefully you guys can see that. So what it's doing now, instead of running at 120 frames per second, it's running at 80 frames per second, and this is how high I can jump. You can see how much higher that is. It's still, obviously the game needs to be locked at 60, and I was really hoping, really hoping, because Starfield, Fallout 76, allow you to run the game at higher frame rates than 60, and the physics aren't tied to the frame rate. And I'm like, oh, they're going to patch it, so they're going to fix that. They didn't fucking fix it. It's still, you have to play Fallout 4. I know it's an older game, and this applies to New Vegas, Fallout 3. You know, older Bethesda games apply here too. But if we're gonna do this whole big next-gen fucking update, PC gamers, PC displays aren't 60 hertz anymore. Okay, like 144, like that's like the bare minimum PC display, right? Consoles run at 120 hertz. Bethesda, like this is 80 frames per second. I could do different things too. We could go back into this setting. I know it's causing some weirdness. If I go, like, so if I go 144 here, it's still going to do that triple buffer VSync. So it's not even going to run at 60. Let's see. So we're out at a low frame rate here. It's 48. It's going to lock itself to 48 here. And this is my regular jump. This is my full, this is how much my character can jump actually. And my physics aren't weird. Now that's the easiest example I can show for physics. It applies to all kinds of other things. Now I've been playing the game in this 120 frames per second mode. I put my monitor at 360. The game triple buffer VSyncs up to 360. So it triples each frame that's shown. So I'm essentially running the game at 120. Not always 120. That's definitely not going to happen, and we're going to show that off here more in the video. But I'm running it here. No mods, not a single mod installed, right? And it's 120, and there's smoothness, but like you can see as I jump here in first person, even like you baby hopping, right? It's very difficult to get around anything. And then there's other issues. Corpses do weird shit. They fall out of the sky. Lockpicks break a lot easier because all the physics is tied to that shit. It's all a bunch of fucking bullshit. Okay, but what I'm gonna do here, I haven't really explored everything too much. Right, I want to make sure that's very clear and obvious, but I want to show what actual ultra settings looks like, and you guys can compare that kind of directly because this is maxed out. This is PC. I can crank all the fucking dials. Right, I have put everything to its absolute maximum. Right, I cannot believe that happened. Dogmeat, I'm sorry. Dogmeat, I really am sorry that I spawned into a goddamn fragmentation mine on a fast travel. That's kind of insane. But we're gonna head up here. Sorry, I apologize if you can hear the click-clacky sounds of me playing the game on PC. Actually wanted to head up on the opposite side. But as you see here, my gimp dash jump is so fucking... Anyway, they didn't fix the high frame rate thing. I mean, clearly they have in their engine, because Starfield does it. Fallout 76, this is fucking very difficult to walk on anything. Just because the jump is so weird. It's the frame rate physics and stuff is weird. So I guess I gotta make the day, make it daytime. I can't actually actively do that because I don't have any, but like... It's still getting framey. That just dropped to 55. It's 46. You can hopefully you guys can see that frame rate counter in the up and the left. You can see it's still dropping frames here on ultra settings on a much more powerful PC. The bed. Good. We can make it daytime. I need like 6 hours of sleep. That should do. Put the sun in a position to do the things. Not that this version is perfect. Still dropping frames. Still dropping below 60. But you can see like. This building, we saw the shadow on this particular building. We walked this particular way for a reason, and how we could see how that loads in. And on PC maxed out, the shadows don't really work. I mean, I guess we had to put the sun on the opposite end, really, to be the deal. But you can see, like my shadow, like that really popped in. But look how much look how much further that shadow is. That shadow is popping in still, and definitely is a thing. You can see that shadow popped in, but that distance is so much further. Like for them to say in the patch notes that it's PC ultra settings, it might be what they consider ultra settings, but these sliders here, you can see even in the settings, the actor fade, the item fade, the object fade, the grass fade, these are not ultra settings. There's no ultra here. Do you see? They're just sliders. So these sliders, this shadow is not ultra like on console. That is not true. We are not seeing shadows pop in nearly as much on this. I missed. There we go. I'm sorry for being distracted. I suck. This character's not very high level either, okay? And I haven't really explored a lot of this, so, it could be rough. I just wish I could get a better bad shot. We're just going to keep walking. But you can see the shadows aren't really nearly popping in as much here on PC on Ultra. Now, we are dropping frames. Because it's like I said, it shows that it's running at 120 most of the time. We're in the 70s now. It's trying to run at 120. But this actually stabilizes my jump, and it makes my jump variable because the game can't handle variable frame rates. It just can't, which is the dumbest shit. It's just really dumb. Like, I'm jumping normally now, but if I got up to an area, like you could see, it's so strange. I get back to 120 FPS, and it like jumps really tiny again because the physics are kind of going all over the place, and the frame rate's still kind of going all over the place. But look, I mean, you can see like what maximum shadows looks like in a game like this. You're not really getting a huge amount of pop in, except for in the very far distance, right? You'd have to really stretch this shit out, right, to see that the shadows, like, did we get one popped in there? Like, yeah, you can see this building right here, that very far distance shadows. We're talking about buildings like here and here would still be popping in shadows on console. That's not really what I would call ultra. The Brotherhood has still just showed up, but like, and these shadows do look nicer. I mean, this is 1080p. Like the resolution thing, like I said, doesn't really fucking matter. The settings matter, and the settings haven't really. They've been upgraded for sure. They've been upgraded on the console, and I talked about it. It does look nicer, but you're losing performance for that. I really just don't want to get into too much combat, but I am on PC here, still losing frames, still having to try to figure out a way to lock my game to 60 frames per second because Bethesda. Sorry about the idiot savant. I know some of the y'all get really bugged by that laugh. It's like the most useful perk in the game, though. The shadows here look nicer. Still on PC, all the way maxed out. It's not. We're not. You're not. You guys have. What the fuck just hit me? The fuck, the car explode. I understand I have a concussion now, so that's why my screen's all blurry. But that vertibird just crashed. I just got a vertibird crashed on me. Like, of all the fucking things. And now my frames are low. You can see that, hopefully. I don't know if the frame rate counter shows up. If it doesn't show up in the video, just take my word for it, okay? It's in the it dropped in the 40s. These Brotherhood of Steel guys are here and out and about. Literally crippled my brain. Don't have anything to fucking say. Sounds very much like the Brotherhood thing to do there. I'm gonna pop a stim pack, so I just don't have to have a fucking concussion anymore. That'd be great. But as you see here, like, I got the benefits of higher field of view. So maybe if I have less high field of view, if I use the default really low ass field of view that console uses, or the vanilla game uses, right? Then I would have better performance. But I like having the high field of view. It should just be a thing. It should be a slider in the game. And the fact that that doesn't exist either on console or PC, like, I should just be able to go in here to settings and display and then have a field of view and then just crank that wheel up. Because Starfield does. Starfield's got a field of view slider and it doesn't make you feel so claustrophobic. I really think that does help a lot. Hello, Diamond City people. I'm getting some pretty good frames here, 100s, right? Like, but yeah, I'm just upset that they didn't uncouple physics from frame rate. Now, it doesn't. I want to be clear here. This has been quite a negative video. I had, you know, high expectations. I'm trying. That's God Rays coming through. That's your next gen actual maximum setting God Rays. That looks really fucking nice still. It holds up in 2024. And the shadows and stuff. Like, this is much better. You don't really see shadows popping unless you're really seeing tiny stuff off in the distance. There's next-gen God Rays. It doesn't exist on console. It doesn't happen. But I've been really negative this video. And partially because Bethesda fucked me in particular and my ability to make videos, right? Like, I have spent a long time building a large collection of mods. Some of them I hadn't covered yet. I'm going to have to re-download them. I was really hopeful that they would increase the capacity, and I know some of you were hopeful too. That like, oh, we'll get more than 2 gigabytes of mods. No, you don't get more than 2 gigabytes of mods. Performance is not better than you could already kind of get by either modding the game or by putting it in an FPS boost mode. And you have the not performance mode, which is just bad. The PC version hasn't decoupled physics from frame rate. So if you run at a high frame rate, your physics get all fucking weird. It still happens. It still happens. It's not like, I don't know what, and you got the new quests, and I'm hopeful that the new quests are really good, but I don't think the new quests are worth all that stuff. And I still love Fallout, okay? Like, that's the thing that sucks about it. That's why I'm so allowed, I think, to have these opinions where I'm like, hey, yo, fuck this situation. Where, like, you know, it's just a deal where, like, I really love this game. I played this game through all of its issues. I played it at launch on an original Xbox One where that shit fucking couldn't even hold 30, and I played all the way through this game multiple times under those circumstances, right? Like, I know I sound like a frame rate nerd here because I'm like, I want my high frames and I won't be able to still jump regularly and not have to do this, like, baby jump because it's, like, at 100 frames per second or whatever, right? I have a fucking 360 hertz monitor to run things at high frames because I care about frame rate because that smoothness makes games feel better for me. And it's like Bethesda just like maybe they can't decouple the physics from the frame rate in this game. They couldn't Starfield and they couldn't Fallout 76. Fucking that shit happened in Fallout 76 the second fucking Shroud started fucking playing the battle royale. They're like, oh, maybe we fix this. Let's fix this so it doesn't have to run at 60 no more. But they didn't. I mean, they took all this time for this next gen update. And I'm sure that if you had mods on this too, it's like they got all kinds of fucked up. I mean, the mods seem fundamentally not fucked up, at least for me on console, right? We showed that off. I downloaded mods. They didn't like. Some of my stuff is broken, but that's only because I had to re-download it, and the load order issues is all weird. But I don't know how modding on PC exactly works. That's why I don't mod on PC. I use PC as my vanilla experience. I mean, I get, you know, your full fucking actual ultra settings. And it looks really nice here. It looks really nice on console too. It doesn't. I don't know. It's not quite this good. And you saw shadow pop in and stuff that you don't definitely see here, right? Like this is still in better shape. The fucking Brotherhood crashing their vertebrae just constantly. The PC version is still better. We haven't caught up to the PC version of the game on console. On a 9-year-old, is it 9-year-old? I think it's 9 years old, right? 2014. It might be almost 10 years old. At the end of this year, it'd be like 10-year-old fucking video game. Something like that. Is it 2004? Is it something like that? 2015 maybe? Maybe it's 9 years, almost 9 years. It's crazy. But yeah, this is the Fallout 4 Next Gen update, everybody. I'm gonna cover the quest in separate videos. This video has taken me probably like well over 2 hours of my time, almost 3 hours of my day, just to cover this. It's a long video. I know it's a long fucking video too, but like I wanted to cover some things. I wanted it to be somewhat thorough about myself. I know I ramble, and I wish the performance was better. You know, like you get like a lock 60 in performance mode on consoles, like just locked, just more locked than it is. It's still good. I think it's good. It's the way you should run the game. That quality mode is just kind of, don't know. As I said, not the quality mode, the not performance mode. I just don't want the game to run well mode. And then you have the game runs as good as it possibly can given the circumstances mode. And then on PC, you have to fucking sit there and go into your NVIDIA control panel or your AMD Adrenalin software and lock the game to 60 on purpose just so the physics don't get fucking weird. Because as much as we're patching it for next gen, it still runs like a game from 15, 20 years ago. I mean, it's not like games 10 years ago couldn't run at higher frame rates than 60. This game still just can't. It got updated to be next gen, and it's not next gen. Like, it's not. I don't know if there's anything next gen about it. That sucks. I was hopeful. I was so hopeful that there was gonna be something cool. I mean, the quests I bet are gonna be sick, right? I really love Fallout. I really love this. I'm doing a New Vegas playthrough on my channel right now. Right, I make the mod videos. I'm gonna continue to make mod videos. I really do love this. This is my favorite game series of all time. I'm really passionate about it and stuff too. But it just sucks to be, you know, excited about something and then just have it be negative. And that's probably why my emotions have been quite negative in this video. I want to apologize for the number of times I said fuck. I'm not really apologizing. Like, I hurt your feelings. That fucking sucks. But like, I know it's probably a lot for some of you. But it's shit, dog. It just sucks that it didn't turn out as cool as I hoped it would have. And that's pretty much the video, man. I've ran out of things to say. I'm disappointed. I gotta go back into the console version of the game and try to fucking fix all my mods and try to make all that load order shit work and fucking try to figure all that out. And just hope that I can do that. I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded. Excuse me, I burped because I got a, human being with gas, but hopefully this video comes out today. It's going to take a long time to upload. If you guys have enjoyed the video, I appreciate the like rating down below. I really do. I know this video is going to pop off just because it's the next gen update day and it just is one of those things. But I really appreciate if you like the video. It just lets me know that like all this effort I took into trying to test these things and mess around with them was worth something. Also, if you guys could leave a comment down below with any of your experiences with the next gen update, I would appreciate that. That'd be very fucking cool. If you guys could subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know how you watching this video not subscribe, but that's actually true. Like, most of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel. Subscribe. You can check out more videos from me. You can watch my Fallout New Vegas playthrough. You can watch the Fallout 4 mod videos I make. Continue to make Fallout content because I just fucking love this fucking game series so goddamn much. I really do. I just wish the update was better than it was. But yeah, pretty much other than that though, you guys have a good rest of your day, or it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.